Ever wondered why babies have such a unique smell? Well, that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the fascinating world of our little ones. From the number of bones they have to their ability to dream more than adults, babies are full of surprises, so let's embark on a journey of discovery, unveiling the most astonishing facts about these tiny beings. Stay tuned to discover 10 shocking facts about babies you probably didn't know. Fact number 1, babies don't cry tears. Have you ever contemplated the idea of without any water involved? It might seem bizarre, but it's the reality for newborns. Delving into the captivating universe of infants, we stumble upon an astounding fact. Babies don't actually produce tears until they reach the age of 1 to 3 months. In the initial stages of an infant's life, despite their tear ducts already being fully formed, they don't yet produce the watery substance that we usually relate to crying. Instead, they generate sufficient moisture to maintain their eyes in a healthy and lubricated state. As weeks and months lapse, their lacrimal glands reach full maturity, which initiates the production of sufficient tears that can cascade down their little cheeks during their crying. This is a perfectly normal stage in their development, and there's no cause for concern. Therefore, next time you witness an infant crying, inspect closely. You might not spot any tears. Fact number 2, babies have more bones than adults. It may be hard to believe, but those small, delicate bundles of joy are born with nearly 1.5 times more bones than a fully grown adult. Yes, you understood correctly. Newborns are equipped with around 300 bones, while adults have 206. You might be curious to know, how is that possible? This mystery unravels when we delve into the intriguing process of human growth. As children develop, multiple bones merge to become one. This transformation is most noticeable in the skull, where distinct bones eventually unite to form a solid structure, shielding our brains. The same merging takes place within the entire body, including the spine and the long bones in the arms and legs. Hence, as paradoxical as it seems, the smaller the individual, the more bones they possess. Isn't this fascinating? Fact number 3. Can you imagine seeing the world only in black and white? This is the reality, newborns. Many people may find this fact surprising, but when babies first open their eyes to the world, they're not greeted with a rainbow of colors. Neither the deep blues of their father's eyes, nor the blush pink of their mother's lips, nor the golden brilliance of the morning sun are visible to them. Their world, instead, is a tableau of blacks, whites, and grays. For the first few weeks of their lives, newborns are unable to distinguish between different colors. It's somewhat akin to viewing an old black and white film, only with significantly less drama and significantly more milk. So while we are accustomed to a world bursting with color, a newborn's experience is of a stark monochrome reality. In essence, a newborn's world is a black and white masterpiece. Fact number 4, babies are born without kneecaps. Sounds strange, doesn't it? But that's the miraculous reality of infancy. That's right, new arrivals to this world come without kneecaps. Instead of the hard, bony kneecaps we possess as adults, infants start their life journey with a structure of cartilage in place, which is not quite a kneecap yet. This squishy, bendable cartilage plays a pivotal role in their skeletal system, facilitating growth and development. The journey from crawling to walking applies pressure on this cartilage, instigating the kneecap formation. Over time, the cartilage undergoes ossification, or the process of becoming bone. And by the age of 3 to 5, most toddlers boast fully formed kneecaps. Isn't it phenomenal how our bodies are innately programmed to implement these transitions? The evolution of kneecaps is indeed a fascinating spectacle, a tiny glimpse into the marvels of human development. Who could have imagined those little knees are still under construction? Fact number 5, this one is quite intriguing. Why do babies have such a strong grip? This is not merely a phenomenon to your heart, it's much more than that. This remarkable strength comes from an innate reflex known as the grasp reflex. This survival skill that is present right from birth harks back to our early evolutionary history. Can you believe that a newborn can momentarily support their weight with just their diminutive hands? This reflex was vital for our primate ancestors, who had to clutch onto their mothers for safety. Today, even though we've evolved past swinging through trees, this reflex is still present and continues to serve various purposes. It provides babies with a tool to discover their surroundings, fortify their hand muscles, and make them feel secure and connected to their caregivers. Therefore, the next a baby clenches your finger, be aware that it's not just a playful act, but an expression of an inherent survival skill. It's quite a fascinating fact, don't you agree? Fact number 6. Did you know that a baby's heart pulsates at a pace that significantly outspeeds an adult's? Absolutely true. Even during their leisure time in their cribs, these tiny beings have a quicker rhythm than us. An adult's heart usually thumps between 60 to 100 times in a minute, but a baby's heart, it's comparable to a minuscule drum concert inside their tiny chests, hitting a staggering 130 to 160 beats each minute. And don't be mistaken, it doesn't decelerate when they're snoozing. Indeed, even in their dreams, their heart rates surpass ours. It's as though they're perpetually participating in a marathon right from inception. This accelerated heartbeat helps circulate oxygen and nutrients to their swiftly developing bodies, propelling their growth. And the most fact? Their heart rate begins this rapid pace right from the womb. Hence, the next time you cradle a baby, take note. Beneath that plush, lovable exterior, a tiny heart is laboring beyond normal capacity. Hence, a baby's heart doesn't just pulsate with affection, but also with velocity. Fact number 7, babies can breathe and swallow at the same time. An infant's capabilities might surprise you. This seemingly straightforward task is impossible for us adults, and yet, it's a walk in the park for newborns. Their unique superpower allows them to simultaneously breathe and swallow. The secret behind this skill is the position of their larynx, or voice box. For infants, the larynx sits higher in the throat, maintaining an open windpipe and esophagus concurrently. This clever adaptation ensures that babies can breathe even while they are breastfeeding or bottle feeding. However, don't feel too left out. This ability is temporary. Around 7 months, as the baby matures and begins to transition to solid foods, the larynx lowers, causing this ability to disappear. Evidently, multitasking is innate to babies. They are wired for survival right from birth, possessing abilities that could potentially make us adults feel a bit envious. Fact number 8. Babies are born with survival instincts. This statement startle you, but it is indeed the truth. Babies right from their birth come equipped with a variety of reflexes that assist them in adjusting to their new surroundings. Consider the rooting reflex, for instance. This is a reflex that newborns exhibit, facilitating them to locate their mother's breast. When their cheek senses touch, they instinctively turn their head towards that touch in search of nourishment. Then there's another reflex called the Moro reflex, or commonly referred to as the startle reflex. This reflex comes into play when a baby senses a falling motion. The innate reaction is to spread their arms and then retract them. This reflex might have been beneficial to our primate forebears, aiding a baby to hold on to its mother. These instincts are unlearned, they are inborn, demonstrating the amazing resilience and adaptability of human life from its beginning. Thus, babies are miniature survivors from the instant they are born. Moving on to fact number 9, babies dream more than adults. Have you ever been curious about what might occur in the dreams of babies? While we don't have the ability to look directly into a baby's dreamland, there's one thing we know: for babies have a significantly higher dream frequency than us adults. Here's the science behind it. During our slumber, we navigate through various phases, one of them being the rapid eye movement, often abbreviated as REM sleep. This is the stage where the bulk of our dreams happen. Now, if we contrast an adult sleep cycle with a baby's, we notice a stark difference. For us adults, REM sleep constitutes only about 20 to 25% of our total sleep. Conversely, nearly half of a baby's sleep time is spent in the REM phase. Astonishingly, almost 50%. That amounts to a substantial amount of dreaming. This elevated dream activity could be attributed to their rapidly growing brains, which are continuously assimilating vast amounts of new data daily. Clearly, even when they're sound asleep, babies never cease to amaze us. Fact number 10. Imagine this scenario. From the very second they make their entrance into the world, newborns can distinguish the sound of their mother's voice. Yes, you heard it right. They've been eavesdropping all along, even while still in the womb. This amazing fact underlines the unique and deep-rooted bond that starts forming between a mother and her child. Even before the child is, it's an extraordinary link that only strengthens as time passes. The relationship between a mother and her infant begins from the very first heartbeat. And there you have it, 10 amazing facts about babies. From their lack of tears and kneecaps to their extraordinary grip and survival instincts, we've journeyed through their colorblind vision, unique bone structure and rapid heartbeat, to their simultaneous breathing and swallowing abilities. We've marveled at their dream-filled slumbers and ended with the heartwarming fact that they recognize their mother's voice from the moment they are born. Thanks for joining us on this fascinating journey. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating content. Until next time, keep discovering.